Today, we're gonna be testing a bunch of TikTok recipes that are all the same color, and if you haven't guessed, the recipes are gonna be all pink. From pink deviled eggs, pink candied pineapple, and even pink cinnamon rolls, we're gonna see which all pink recipe is the best. Let's get started. Pink pasta? Oh, but it's made with beets. Little sus, but let's check it out. Chopping up the beets, yeah, they make great color, but they taste like dirt. I don't know if all that garlic will hide the dirt. The color is amazing, it looks amazing, but I wanna know, does this taste good? Okay, we gotta make it. They didn't leave a recipe, so I'm doing my best guess. So we've got some chopped beets right here. I'm gonna add this to the blender. Boop. And then this is the exact marinated sheep and goat cheese used in the video. I've never tried this. I don't know what a marinated goat cheese is, but I love goat cheese. Now we're gonna put 2 cubes of these in here. 1 clove of fresh garlic, a little bit of olive oil. In we go. A little bit of salt and a little bit of chili powder because that's what it looked like, but we don't know. Let's twist on the lid and blend it up. Pasta is done, our sauce is ready. Now let's put them all together. Look at this. Oh! Look at that bright color, it's so beautiful. This is so colorful. I cannot believe there is no food coloring in here. This is incredible. Okay, now I'm gonna put these little cheese chunks on here. Sprinkle some chopped pistachios on the top. Love these. And some little mint leaves. Dust these all, oh my gosh, what is this, a restaurant? And ta-da, pasta is served. This dish is beautiful. But now we're gonna see, does it taste good? Is it as pretty as it is tasty? Please. I'm doing a big bite of cheese because I'm giving this thing a fair shot. Oh my God, wait, is it? As someone who has a natural aversion to beets, this is fabulous. I barely taste the earthiness of the beet, and I would actually add just a hint more garlic, but the garlic and the creaminess of the cheese, and something about the nuts all paired together, and even the mint is like, oh hey, you just ate a little earthy, here's a little mint afterwards. Completely masking it in my mouth. Mike, try this. This doesn't even taste like a beet. Isn't that good?
It's actually really fresh and light.
Yeah.
I thought with how thick it was gonna be super beety.
It's
but you know
not.
what? It can't be beet. You have beet in your teeth.
Yeah, I have beet in my teeth?
Yeah.
Hold on. What the hell? You just hose out your mouth and you just spray it out. How's my beet teeth?
Your beet teeth? They look good.
Yeah. Okay, Mike's eating the rest of the pasta, but my thoughts on this recipe, it's worth it. I was really surprised by how delicious it was and how it did not taste like beets. And you got all that beautiful, bright, vibrant color. And I discovered a new favorite cheese. This recipe is all about one of my favorite fruits, pineapple, and it's pink candied pineapple. To make this recipe, you're gonna start off by getting a pineapple, and not just any pineapple. This is a pink pineapple, and this is the adorable box that it comes in. You can find these at the grocery store. It is called a pink glow pineapple. So we're just gonna turn the pineapple on its side, and then using a sharp cutting knife, we are gonna cut slices. So I like to cut off the end. There we go. Oh my gosh, look. The inside is totally pink. Oh, instead of a pina colada, you could have a pinka colada. I'm planning parties. Let's stay focused. Focus, Ro, focus. Oh, that's nice. Want some good slices here. Next up, she takes this cute little cookie cutter that looks like a little flower and then cuts out the little shapes. Oh, yeah. Take off the excess. Take this little circle cookie cutter, and this is gonna cut out the center. Twist, twist, twist. That really helps. Look how cute it is. It looks like a little flower. And place it over here onto a baking sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper. But before you do that, you're gonna dry it off with a paper towel. That's what she did in the recipe before we pop these in the freezer. Now we're gonna make our hard candy, and we're gonna do this over the stove, but I'm gonna combine some ingredients before we head over into a medium-sized saucepan. So we're gonna pour in our sugar, water, and some corn syrup. Then mix these together till it's well combined. And then we're gonna head over to the stove. We're gonna turn the heat on the stove to medium, and we're gonna bring the mixture to 300 degrees. I have a little candy thermometer over here. As soon as it hits 300 degrees, we're gonna place the hot candy down on top of a hot pad because this is like molten, so just be very, very careful. Now we're gonna mix in a little bit of our coloring. You don't wanna mix crazy, just nice and slow until it's well combined. So we're just gonna take our first piece and I'm gonna lean this just ever so slightly over here, and I'm gonna dip this a little over halfway. So we're gonna let the excess candy drip off back into the pot. And then when it slows down, we're just gonna drag it over here onto our baking sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper. And we're gonna keep doing this to our slices. And then once this sets, we're gonna do the other side. So the full thing will be covered in hard candy. And then just keep doing this to all your slices. Ta-da! We did it. Here is the pink candied pineapple. We followed the recipe. I'm hoping this is a combo made just for me. Now let's try it.
Is your tooth falling out?
I literally thought that was my tooth falling out. I was like, oh, call my orthodontist. No, it wasn't my tooth. It was part. Okay, so Mike, I thought this was my tooth. I'm scared to bite these now. Trying to do a little hamster, like a little bunny. I think that these are stunning. They're gorgeous. They're so fun, but I think that these just need to stay on TikTok because she was saying you could use these to entertain at a party. Can you imagine if I invited guests over and I was like, here, have a treat, and it broke their tooth off? Like, this candy it's too hard to bite into. You need to do a way softer candy recipe, much thinner, much softer. These look cool, but they are not worth making because they're not worth biting into. Vegan pink cinnamon rolls. What is that, strawberry? Oh, this looks so good. There's no cinnamon in these cinnamon rolls. That's okay though. These look delicious. Let's try it. All of the ingredients in front of me are vegan, which is super cool because I don't know if I've made vegan cinnamon rolls before. Now our vegan butter is melted and I brought it to 100 degrees. I'm just using one of these little temperature monitors, makes it really easy. We want everything to be 100 degrees because that's the perfect temperature for it to interact with the yeast. But first we're gonna combine the oat milk at 100 degrees and our sugar. Boop, 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 boop. Whisk these together till they're well combined and then add our active yeast. And let this sit for about 10 minutes. And then over here, I've got some flour and a little bit of pink food coloring. This is what her recipe calls for. So we're gonna pour all of our yeast mixture into the flour. This is one of my favorite things about baking, kneading dough, working with your hands, getting a little messy. It took a while, but we got there. Our dough is looking really good. And then we're gonna cover it with a clean kitchen towel to rest. You're gonna let it rest until it doubles in size. Now we're gonna make the pink filling for our pink cinnamon rolls. We have got fresh raspberries, strawberry jam, sugar, cornstarch, and a little bit of water. We're gonna combine all of these in a medium-sized saucepan, mix it together, and then take it over to the stove. On the stove, we're gonna heat on a low heat, keep cooking until it thickens up, and then you're gonna turn off the heat and remove from the stove and let it come to room temperature. All right, we're gonna check in on the dough and woo, it has risen. Look at that. Okay, the measurements we're going for 16 by 24 inches. If you can't eyeball that, just use a ruler. That's what I do. Once you've got your dough rolled out, we're gonna add our filling, which has chilled. This is completely cooled onto the top. I'm gonna leave an inch of dough uncovered at the top. I'm gonna fill the rest and just really tightly kind of tuck and twist to get this thing started because it's a very long roll and it's very soft dough. These look so cute. I love these. So I've got a little baking brush right here, like a little basting brush, and some non-dairy milk. I'm using oat milk. I'm just gonna brush the top of all of these rolls and then I'm gonna heat my oven to 350 degrees and bake these for about 25 to 30 minutes. Once your rolls have baked, give them plenty of time to cool. You want them to be cool before you put the icing on, otherwise it's gonna really melt. And with the offset spatula, I'm just going to give it a little brush, moving in the directions of the swirls to make these look a little rustic. Once you've spread all the icing, we're gonna add a little half-cut strawberry and sprinkled some freeze-dried raspberries. Here are the pink strasberry cinnamon rolls that we made today that are vegan, my first ever vegan ones, and I cannot wait to try one. I scooped one out. My critiques would be adding a little bit of lemon juice in the icing. Also, I'd like to see a little bit more salt. There is no salt in this entire recipe. Overall, I love the recipe. I love that it's vegan, and I think the recipe just needs a little tweak. A teeny tweak, but just look how cute these are. Peach mochi, and look how cute it is. It even looks like a little peach. Oh, well, look at that filling. Oh my gosh. I think these are adorable. I am so excited. Let's get started. We're gonna start with some fresh peaches. I just chopped these up, they're nice and fresh, and then put the skins in a medium-sized pot. We're gonna combine the skins with a little bit of water. All right, so now we're gonna take our saucepan over to the stove and simmer them on a low heat until the water turns pink. Now you're gonna pour your pink peach juice, oh, it's steaming, back into the pot. Ooh, like so, just be careful, it's hot. And then to the pot, we're gonna add our chopped peaches, our sugar, and a little bit of lemon juice. Then stir together, bring the pan back over to the stove and bring to a simmer, and you're gonna keep stirring and simmering for 30 minutes. Next, we're gonna make our peach mochi dough. And what's really cool about this recipe is we're using actual fresh peaches in the dough. We combined our measured water and peaches into the blender. Now I've got a scale in front of me, and we're gonna measure 170 grams of this peach water. We got 171 grams, don't tell anyone. I'll just, you know what I'll do is just do that. Perfect, 170, look at that. Did you see it?
We got it. Good job.
170.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it. And now we're gonna make our peach mochi dough. So we're gonna combine glutinous rice flour, cornstarch, and sugar to our peach water. Whisk these together till well combined, and then we're gonna add just a few drops of pink food coloring. Give it a little pop of color. Then we're gonna pour all of this mixture through a strainer into a saucepan. Now we're gonna add our butter into the pan, and we're gonna take this over to the stove, turn it on to a low heat, and we're gonna cook this together until it firms up nicely into a solid dough. Usually takes about 10 minutes. Our dough's done cooking on the stove, and I plopped it on a piece of food-safe plastic wrap. Now we're gonna wrap it up tight, pop it in the fridge to chill for 30 minutes. Our mochi dough has chilled, and now we're gonna put it all together. And I'm using some glutinous rice flour right here, just a little sprinkled on the surface so that it won't stick. And then using a smaller rolling pin and rolling these pretty thin. And then I'm gonna place it into these round cavities because I didn't have a little peach mold. And you're just gonna wanna make sure you push it all the way down. This is lightly sweetened whipped cream, which I put into a piping bag just to make things a little bit easier. And I'm gonna pipe a layer at the bottom of our little treat. Then we're gonna take our delicious chilled peaches. Look at that filling. And now we're gonna pinch together the top and cut off the excess dough. And then I'm gonna pat into the mold so that it really takes the shape of the rounded mold. We're gonna place onto a little cupcake liner that's been flattened. Last little detail with a butter knife or something with a nice edge. We're just gonna do an indent to make this look like a peach. Look at that little peach. And then you decorate the top with a little mint leaf. Look how cute, pink peach mochi. Now I'm gonna go finish making all of these and give them a try. And ta-da, look how cute they are. We've got pink peach mochis with peach filling. Let's pull apart like she does. We'll do this stretch and then give them a try. Oh, I just wanna eat it. Wow. If you like mochi and you like peaches and you like whipped cream, this is amazing. As always, mochi does take a little while to make, but it is so worth it. Popping boba is going wild this year. This recipe is for dragon fruit popping boba. I love dragon fruit. Well, I've made chocolate popping boba and watermelon popping boba, but never dragon fruit popping boba. Let's try it. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is cut it open. Oh, this is the fun part. Look at that gorgeous color. Now we're gonna take a spoon and we're gonna scoop it into our blender cup. Once you've got all the dragon fruit meat in there, we're gonna blend it up. After we mix, we're gonna strain. So just pour all of this through a little sieve. We've got our cup of dragon fruit, and now we're gonna mix in our sodium alginate. I'm gonna mix it up just really quick, then pour it back into the blender and mix it up. This mixture is ready. Now I'm gonna make my lactate bath. Let's make some boba. I just poured all of our dragon fruit mixture into a little squeeze bottle to make this a little bit easier. And I've got a 1/4 teaspoon little measurement here. Dip the 1/4 tea in here. And then we're gonna fill this and submerge and give it a little wiggle. Come on. These ones are a little bit more stubborn than the ones I made before, so they're gonna take a little getting used to. There we go. Okay, by the third one, I got the hang of it. And then as you're making these, they just need to sit in the bath for about 1 to 2 minutes until they develop a skin. And then you can take them out. Woo, we did it. Dragon fruit popping boba. So we scooped them into a little bowl over here. Oh, wow. They're real soft, real squishy. Let's try it. I love the texture. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It has a skin, and then on the inside it's just like a gusher. Like, this is it. This is a popping boba, but the flavor is a little bitter. Dragon fruit, a stretch calling that a fruit. It's hardly sweet. It's like biting into like a gusher, and you're hoping it's gonna be a sweet, fruity gusher, and then you bite into it and it's like, it's vegetables. So this recipe is beautiful. It actually worked. It's a fun thing to do, but the taste is not row approved. Pink deviled eggs. What the devil? These are adorable. All right, let's hard boil some eggs and make a beet bath. Let's make some pink deviled eggs. So first we're gonna prepare our pink bath. I've got some organic red beet powder. I like to use this as a natural dye alternative. Whisk these together till well combined. Then we're gonna place in our hard-boiled eggs. This is so cool because every Easter, my family likes to dye eggs. This reminds me of like dyeing eggs, but naturally. I'm gonna put these off to the side and you're gonna let them sit out for about an hour. Now the best thing about deviled eggs, the filling. Yum, 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 yum. We're gonna add salt, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, some Dijon mustard, and mayonnaise. Once you've got all the ingredients in the bowl, whisk together till well combined. Our hard-boiled eggs have taken their little pink bath, and we've got the filling already in a piping bag with this beautiful open star tip. Look how beautiful. This is so pretty. Look at that color. This recipe is so cool because this is a fully natural, vibrant color. So what I'm gonna do is just apply a little pressure and do a little swirl. Boop, just like so. And then I'm gonna fill every single egg. These look so cute, literally looks like Barbie hard-boiled eggs. Adorable. Okay, but now we're gonna top it off, just like she did in the recipe, with some chamomile flowers and little sprigs of dill. And ta-da! Here's the pink deviled eggs that we made today. I'm really blown away by how pretty this recipe, it looks amazing, and the colors are all natural. Looks 10 out of 10. Now the moment of truth, how does it taste? Oh my God. Yeah, these are delicious. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Let me have the flour. Oh, yeah. Oh. What are they doing on here? Take them out. They're ruining the whole vibe. I would remove the flour. Have them on the plate to taste, but mine has all the flowers.
Yeah, you like flowers.
For you.
Happy Valentine's.
No, never. I also love that look. Inside's still pretty white, but a little pink. What do you think?
They're pretty good. I think, what is it they put on top of deviled eggs a lot?
Paprika.
It needs that.
You want more
It needs
paprika?
paprika.
Honestly, the idea is amazing. The recipe is fun. The filling, it could be better, more flavor, but I love this. This is approved. This looks so fun. Pink salsa. We've got radish. Ooh, little habanero peppers. Ooh, blood orange juice. How cute. She said food as a love language. Let's make some pink salsa. So the first thing that we're gonna do on this large cutting board is dice up our radishes and beets. I'm just gonna cut off the ends, make this a little easier for us. So you slice it this way and then turn it and slice it the other way. Kind of gives you like French fries. Look how beautiful. Boop, boop, boop. Perfect little cubes. I am so curious about this because I have never cut open a watermelon radish before. And look at this, there's like a little bit of pink on the outside. Like, what are we gonna see in here? All right, let's cut off the ends. You wanna cut off the top? Boop. And the bottom? Boop. And, oh wow, look at the color. Super pink. All right, so I'm gonna finish chopping up all the radishes. These colors are looking so beautiful. Now we're gonna add the cilantro. Whoop, just like that. And our other ingredients. We've got chopped up onion. Gonna add all those. Chopped up habanero pepper, pomegranate seeds, blood orange juice, fresh lime juice, red wine vinegar, and honey. Last but not least, a little salt and pepper to taste. All right, yeah, I like spice. I like salt. Okay, next we're gonna stir it up and I'm gonna pop it in the fridge. You can let it sit for like a couple hours or overnight. This pink salsa is gorgeous. We made a batch, let it sit overnight, and the colors really melded together. And look at that, everything is really pink, little pops of red. It's beautiful. Okay, so this salsa looks beautiful, but does it taste good? Oh. So it's a lot of chewing, a lot of fiber. It's very crunchy. So if you like crunchy chips and a crunchy salsa, it's a lot of chewing. So if you love the taste of like beets and radishes and you're just like, earth, love it. This looks great and it would be for you. And also if you like chewing a lot, this is great. I mean, crunchy. I like my salsa to have crunch in them, but to be a little bit softer. So it's like crunchy and other stuff. This is crunch on crunch. If you're an introvert at a party, you just take a bite of this, you won't have to talk. You'll be chewing the entire, okay. I just hit some heat. So looks great, not the salsa for me, but if you're into this kind of thing, you do you, boo. Easy pink drink with dragon fruit. All right, we got ice, we got lemon, dragon fruit simple syrup. Oh, that's so pretty. Little slice of lemon. This is adorable, cute and simple, let's do it. Welcome to my lemonade stand. We're gonna be making Barbie lemonade. Unfortunately, this is gonna be unspirited, but I'm gonna put my spirit into it. Look guys, it's been a long day. It's literally dark outside. I have been baking all day. All right, so first we're gonna get a lemon and squeeze some fresh lemon juice. We want 1 ounce. Now we're gonna fill up our cup with ice because we want this on the rocks. Let's get mixing, this is fun. We've got our ice, we've got our fresh lemon juice, pour that in. Then we're gonna pour in our dragon fruit simple syrup. This is really easy to make. It's just 1 part dragon fruit juice, sugar, and water. All right, so we're just gonna pour. I have a lot left over, so I can make a lot of these. Last but not least, we're gonna be adding some strawberry Perrier. So some strawberry bubbly water. And that's what we're gonna top it off. Ooh, just fill. Look at those colors, so pretty. Then using a straw, we're just gonna mix together. She puts her lemon in there, but I'm like, it's gonna sink. Look how much cuter, okay? That's what I'm talking about. And ta-da, there you have it, Barbie lemonade. It's been a long day of baking, so I'm going to enjoy and relax with this drink, and hopefully it is delicious. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. It is so cute to look at. 10 out of 10. Taste-wise, 10 out of 10. It's refreshing. I can't believe this color is natural. It's just dragon fruit. Like this is bomb.
See what Ken thinks.
Even with the seeds in it. This is amazing.
It's so good.
Isn't that so good? My new favorite summer drink, Mike has stolen it. This recipe was super easy. It's delicious. It's definitely worth making. I loved it. Honestly, the biggest surprise for me today was The pasta, it blew my mind. I'm not a big fan of beets and I didn't taste them at all. It was absolutely phenomenal. That recipe was chef's kiss, and that drink was phenomenal. We made so many pink TikTok recipes today. Let me know, are there any other color recipes that you would like to see? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you'd like to watch any other videos, you can click over here or over here. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.